Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the luxury brand The Row for a case study. Now, before delving deeper into what the brand is about and what we wanted to discuss about this brand, I would also like to mention that this particular video and this case study is a further point for a couple of case studies and playlists that we have been building. First and foremost, it's about marketing strategy. Now, we've already discussed what marketing strategy is, how it differs from a marketing plan, the components of a marketing strategy, and advertising campaigns. We further discussed user journey and marketing funnels. Now, building on that, we wanted to discuss a case study and we have chosen The Row for the same. Also, besides this, we are building on various luxury brands and doing case studies on them. So, this is also a part of that playlist. Hope you've been following that and you have seen other videos on the playlist. With that background, let's do a deep dive into the brand. Let's start with a bit of background on the brand. It is a luxury minimalist brand. It was established in 2006 by Olsen sisters, that is Ashley Olsen and Mary Kate Olsen. It focuses on quality and precise tailoring. Now, it opened its first store in LA in 2014 and its second flagship in New York in May 2016, followed by a London store in 2019. It introduced a full-fledged menswear collection that included suiting, denim, and knits in 2018. And the Olsons were named um, the fashion designer of the women's wear fashion designer by CFDA in 2012. They received the award again in 2015, and in 2014 they won the accessories designer of the year, and again in 2018 and 2019. So what we are trying to say is that they do have a couple of awards in their kitty, and they are recognized for what they do, which is quality fabrics and precise tailoring. Moving on. So we are going to do a deep dive into the brand identity of The Row. So let's start with the e-commerce website. Now, the e-commerce website of Row is actually a virtual replica of the label's gorgeous stores. The brand follows a minimalist aesthetic, and it's incorporated its minimalism not only in its designs but also in its brand identity and all its communication. It has carefully crafted an elusive image and extends from the image of its founders. We will see in the subsequent slides that it follows a minimalist and at the same time functional approach in all its web design as well as its communication. The navigation from the home page to the category page to the product detail page will take you through the screenshots of the same, and also the account section and the registration, the newsletter, everything. So let's see what we are talking about. Now, this is the home page of The Row. It's, as we said, it's very minimalistic. It's only an image and a couple of tabs that you can see wherein you can follow the navigation for the website. Now, this is the category page. Now, this category page is by outfits. The next we come to the category page, which is by product. Now, this is as per the filters, basically what within the category page of the product, what kind of filters you can choose. Now, this is the product detail page. This is the first fold of the product detail page, and you can see that it gives you the main picture of the product and a little bit of description. And this is the second fold, wherein it gives more info about the product, the material and everything, the shipping, the returns. And then at the end of the product detail page, you also get the recommendations, which we all know that the recommendations are something which have been incorporated into the e-commerce websites, but it is more about how you show those recommendations and how integrated those recommendations are to what the customer is actually surfing for. Moving on, let's discuss the newsletters, which is a part of the owned media. Now, in the newsletters, you can see the newsletter communication and for the customers and the subscriber base is very consistent and in line with the brand philosophy. The focus is on merchandise, but also on art, music, architecture, and interior design. Now, this is another channel for owned media, that is social. On Instagram, actually, Instagram is the only channel wherein the brand is active. It has maintained everything about its website also. All the other platforms are inactive from the time that the brand has established its own website. The communication on the platform follows the brand guidelines and focus is placed on the lifestyle that speaks about luxury through products, through art, through architecture, and a quiet elegance. Minimal content is used and no hashtags are used. Now, once we've discussed owned media, let's discuss about the earned media. The earned media for them, they have already a lot of awards which have been given to them by CFDA. So the earned media actually comes from various fashion magazines and Instagram profiles which are focused on the style of the founders. Now, mentions in earned media are mainly by other brand retailers, by magazines like the Vogue, and winning multiple awards definitely gives them more earned media mentions. And it also comes from the Instagram accounts that are focused on the style of the founders. And there are multiple accounts focused on Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen and their style. The hashtags of the row, Olsen style, Olsen archive, are popular because of their profiles. So we wanted to share with you a couple of metrics with respect to the earned media. You can see that the engagement is with approximately 1.5 million followers. The average likes is 5,419. The follower growth is 28K on a 30-day average. The engagement rate is 0.35. The comments and daily new followers are also given. Now, if you check their profile right now, it might differ from the time that I made this video and the matrix that were at that particular point of time. We also wanted to do an earned media comparison with one of the closest brands that we could find, and we chose Bottega Veneta for the same. And it's very similar. Like they had 1.5 million followers. Bottega Veneta has 1.2.5 million followers. Their engagement rate was 0.35. Bottega's is 0.40. Similarly, for Bottega, also there are a lot of other accounts which are dedicated to the Bottega Veneta merchandise, the Bottega Veneta style. So they get their earned media more from other people mentioning about them rather than what they are doing on their Instagram profile. So we wanted to share with you interest over time also with respect to the Google Trends. Now, what we have seen is that when you talk about the Google Trends, there is a spike every time that they win awards. There is a spike every time they open a new store, and which is similar to what you'll see for other brands also. One defining character for the row is definitely that the Olsen twins and their style is very popular, and there are millennials and Gen Z who kind of follow that style a lot. So, because of that, there is a consistent interest in what the row is doing, what the Olsen sisters are doing. The brand is actually indistinguishable from the founders. So here you can see interest over time over the past 12 months. The spikes are when we have mentioned about awards, about their style, about opening of stores. Similarly, this is with the comparison of Bottega Veneta. The blue line is the row and Bottega Veneta is in red. This is again in UK. That was in US. This is in UK. Similar trend. It is very important that you choose a couple of competitors and see how your brand is doing with respect to what uh, the engagement of the other brand or the competitors is, which helps you realize like what's the potential and where exactly are you standing with respect to the other players in the market. Moving on, we wanted to add one more brand to it, which is Celine. So here you can see the row is basically at the lowest, followed by Bottega Veneta, which has better interest over time, better engagement compared to the row. And finally, Celine has a better engagement rate and a better interest over time compared to both the brands. So now we come to the social media listening and the audience insights. The top profiles of magazines like Vogue, British Vogue, Vogue Runway, and multi-brand retailers are the ones wherein you get a lot of audience insights for the brand. The brand has a high rate of positive mentions, and since the brand does not use any hashtags, we cannot actually unfortunately link it to any hashtag particularly. So these are the social media listening audience insights. It's mainly you can see other people who are focused on the row and the style which the row is popular for, which are basically generating mentions, which are generating interest in the brand. Also in style, also in archive. So what we mentioned a few slides back. Finally, we wanted to discuss a change in strategy by the row. Now, from the start of 2021, a subtle shift can be seen in the communication strategy, and the brand has started collaborating with celebrities like Kendall Jenner, Zoe Kravitz, and though it is done in a very subdued way, the celebrities tag the brand, but the brand does not add their pictures onto their own Instagram profile. It feels like the brand is adding a new tool to its arsenal while staying true to its identity, and it has helped achieve a carefully guarded and preserved image of the brand. Now that's it that we wanted to discuss about the row. We hope you have enjoyed this video. Do stay tuned in for our next case study. Thank you.